Welcome everybody to the Neutral Perspective. Game week 8 is back. The Premier League is back. After 2 weeks off of no football with boring Nations League, it's time to bring back the fun that everyone needs, the fun, the mentals, the league. A lot of people are missing the Premier League. I have been missing the Premier League for 2 weeks of proper football. Last week I've got 47 points based on the fact that I've picked up most of the wins by 1 point. Remember, the point tally is you have to do 3 points by the same exact score, 1 point by the team who's team that's say for example Palace versus Leicester. I said Palace would lose 2-1 to Leicester, but they lost 3-1 to Leicester. Then it'll be 1 point. First off is then West Ham versus Spurs. By the way, guys, like I said, the West Ham versus Spurs will be on Hammermantv point of view, and we've got to talk about the Hateview's point of view. Now, before I do this prediction, I just got this video to say from Ange Postecoglou before the match, and I've interviewed him on the Hateview. And first off, West Ham United, after the 3-2 loss against Brighton at Amex Stadium, how do you feel? Oh yeah, I think we know what the problem was, and the problem was that we are the king of the bottlers, and like I said to you on the Hateview, we are the kings of the bottlers, and the Aussie way is for Spurs is to to become the king of the bottlers. We love being the bottlers of the Tottenham. So yeah, I think that today is going to be a relaxation and a West Ham win. Thanks, and Tottenham have won 3, drawn 1, lost 3. West Ham drawn 2, 1, 2, lost 3. Tottenham, like I said, like Ange Postecoglou said, they did bottle it against Brighton Hove Albion in the 3-2 match. West Ham, on the other hand, battered Ipswich Town. Spurs might have Son back. Could Son come back? I don't know. West Ham do not have Forkwood. Forkwood is injured, but we have to perform. And plus, it's a derby. We need to win more than Tottenham. We can't just have an Ange Postecoglou day where they beat us. My prediction is West Ham to win 2-1 against Spurs. And like I said, guys, Hateview's point of view and Hammermantv's point of view will be on as soon as the match is over. 2-1 West Ham. Villa versus Fulham. Villa doing against Man United. Man United were the dominant side. Man United just outperformed them. Yes, Man United did not win that match, and yes, Man United are still in the position where they haven't scored a goal in the last 3 games, which is concerned. But this is a massive test for Fulham as well. Both teams are in a situation where they are doing really good this season, and this is what they need. City beat Fulham 3-2. Is this going to be a goals galore game, or is this going to be a boring game? This is the second most interesting game in the 3 p.m. kickoff. I'm going to say 2-2. Aston Villa will get only 1 point, and it's not going to be a John Duran hat trick. This is going to be a 2-2. So yeah, Ipswich versus Everton. like I said, Ipswich have not won the match at all this season. Ipswich have got battered by West Ham, underperformed. The defense was just poor to watch. It was easy to score for us. It was too easy for us to get to the ball. The clearest goal heads it in. Mistake from the goalie, and it's like, it was a Calvin Phillips nightmare. I enjoyed watching Calvin Phillips being sad. I enjoyed him walking down the tunnel and cry more Calvin Phillips, because you're not going to win in this Saturday's match against Everton. Everton did pick up a point against Newcastle. Everton, on the other hand, has been improved in their last 2 games. They beat Palace and Newcastle. My prediction, a misery day for McKenna, because Everton will go to the Tractors Boys with 3-1 to Everton. Talking I said about the Villa versus Man United 0-0, let's talk about Manchester United. Manchester United are playing against Brentford at the Old Trafford Stadium. Manchester United have not scored a goal for the last 3 games. Palace away 0-0. Spurs home 3-0. Well, Villa away 0-0. If not including the fact that Manchester United did score 3 goals against Porto, but Porto did come back 3-3. Brentford have the tendencies of where they score a quick goal. Done that against Wolves, done that against West Ham, done that against Tottenham, done that against Manchester City. Is this going to be a walk of shame against Brentford? Is Manchester United fans are going to leave during the stadium and sing Ten Hag out? Is Ten Hag is going to go from walking to the Old Trafford Tunnel to losing to Brentford, walking to Manchester to Netherlands with us as they to forget? Yes, it will. It's going to be a walk of shame to Manchester United. Man United fans are going to sing Ten Hag out. I don't agree, because I think the Man United fans are ungrateful for saying Ten Hag out, because they won 2 trophies for Manchester United for the last 2 seasons. So be grateful for winning 2 trophies. Brentford won 3, drawn 1, lost 3. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Brentford. Tuchel has this master plan. He is cooking Manchester United tomorrow, and I can guarantee you, Thomas Frank will cook Old Trafford, and who knows, it might be a misery day for Manchester United, and who knows, can Manchester United win? Hell no. Brighton versus Newcastle. Newcastle did draw against Everton 0-0. Unlucky performance. I think the golden penalty, you're standing like next to the Gladys Street, and like the fans who were sitting on the Gladys Street, the whole Goodison Park, who loved you, who cherished you for playing for Everton Football Club, and like you're standing where Everton's biggest stand in the Goodison Park, the most famous stand in the Goodison Park, and Pickford saved the hero from. He's a hero, so well done to Pickford, but Gordon, unlucky. Yes, he scored against Man City, but he would have become the biggest disgrace if he scored at Goodison Park. Brighton. I am surprised at Brighton. Honestly, I did say this. I was going to quit them watching the match against Tottenham, but I have to do it for the hate for you fans. I have to. Even if Brighton lost the match, I will still have to do a Hateview video for Tottenham versus Brighton, which I did. So thank you, Brighton, for giving Tottenham their trophy for being the bottlers, because that's who they are. The king of the bottlers. So well done to Brighton for doing the comeback. I am impressed of the manager, and I'm looking forward to see Brighton how they can overcome this. Newcastle have won 3, they drawn 3, lost 1, and same record with Brighton. Brighton has got the same record. Brighton has won 3, drawn 3, lost 1. I'm going to go for a 90th minute win. I'm going to go for a 90th minute win at St. James's Park. But the only fans are going to be happy in St. James's Park is the away end at St. James's Park. I'm going to go for Newcastle 2, Brighton 3. It's not going to be a good day for Eddie Howe. But who knows? Anything can happen in football, and hopefully something do happen in football. Interesting game to watch. Here is the most predictable game to predict. Southampton versus Leicester. Southampton have, they've won 1. They lost 6. And they won nothing. Not even an ounce of victory. 7 games, Southampton have just... they lost. They can't handle the truth. Southampton did beat losing against Arsenal 3-1. I wish it was 5-0 because of my FPL. And my FPL team's killing me, by the way. It did... Cameron Archer was the only best player in that match. Cameron Archer was their best player in the whole 90 minutes against Arsenal. But they were unlucky to get the loss. But you can't just rely on one goal and just say, we have to sit back. Let's keep the 90th minute with one goal. You can't just rely on one goal football, because that's going to damage the whole tactics that your manager has put. You have to stick with the tactics, and you have to make sure that you get the clean sheet. But you didn't. You didn't get the clean sheet. You didn't do the right job. And what the right job is just the fact that you guys couldn't do anything. Is really annoying for the Saints. Leicester have won against Bournemouth. Another prediction that I did not get right. I said Bournemouth to win. Bournemouth, is it the time for Bournemouth and Steve Cooper to fight back and get their momentum? Could be. I don't know. Can Southampton get their first ever victory of the Premier League 2024-2025 season at St. Mary's? Will they upset the Fox? Hell no. This will be a Southampton 2, Leicester 4. This is going to be a result where they're going to say, sack the Southampton manager, because this is absolutely disgusting for Southampton to do this. 5:30 kickoff, Bournemouth versus Arsenal. Bournemouth have won 2, lost 3, drawn 2. Arsenal won 5, drawn 2, lost nothing. To be honest with you, I have been happy with Irola. I think Irola has been a fantastic manager for Bournemouth. I wouldn't be cocky by saying he's the best manager of Bournemouth, but he's been performing really good. Arsenal, no surprise there. 3-1 against Southampton, a team that's been underperforming. I think this is going to be an interesting game. I'm not going to do neutral perspective for Arsenal versus Bournemouth. I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal. I think this is the time for... I want Arsenal to get a clean sheet against Bournemouth. But the thing is, if you look at stats, Arsenal have not kept a clean sheet in the last 2 games. 2 against Leicester, 2 against Southampton. 2 teams are underperforming this season. So 3-1 Arsenal, and another unbeaten streak. And that can be, another unbeaten streak continues. Talking about Southampton, has been having a crap season with the Saints. Let's talk about Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Manchester City. Wolverhampton Wanderers have got 0 wins, 1 draw, 6 losses. Why am I not surprised? Wolverhampton Wanderers had the worst fixture. They played against Arsenal, Liverpool. They've got City next. They had Chelsea. And you can't blame Gary O'Neill for having those problems with difficult fixtures to play. But you're 20th in the league, and that's going to be an upset for Wolves to see their fans who have great history for their club to underperform. This is just disgusting to watch. City is at Arsenal. City is at the fact that they got no De Bruyne and no Rodri. They can win matches. Arsenal's got no Odegaard, but they still win matches. My prediction: this is going to be the biggest score of the week. Wolverhampton Wanderers will lose 5-0 to Man City. And I think the Southampton manager will get sacked, Russell Martin and Gary O'Neill. And I do appreciate Gary O'Neill because he was an underrated player for West Ham United, but you have to look at the stats. You can't just go into the Premier League and give these sort of stats. Liverpool versus Chelsea. Maresca, man, has been massacring teams, man. He's been underrated manager this season. Best newcomer of a manager this season. Wow, he's bringing Palmer to light. He's bringing players that Nicholas Jackson scored less than 2 goals last season. He's bringing something to Chelsea, and this is what Leicester is regretting. Leicester could have had this performance of Maresca this season, but they've chosen Steve Cooper. They've chosen Steve Cooper, a guy who's been relegated twice to 2 different clubs. So I don't know why they picked Maresca. Chelsea has won 4 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. Liverpool, 2 goals conceded, by the way. 6 wins, no draws, 1 loss. Liverpool are out without Alisson. Alisson is out due to Palace injury. I think this is going to be the time they're going to pick up their 2nd loss of the season. I think Chelsea will win 3-1 against Liverpool. Tough crowd to play at Anfield. Yes, Liverpool won 4-1 at Anfield against Chelsea last season, but this is going to be a massacre. Maresca strikes again. And the Monday Night Football, Nottingham Forest versus Palace. Palace have not won a match with Oliver Glasner. Oliver Glasner is one of those managers, the most disappointing manager to this season for me. I have highly respected of Oliver Glasner. I really thought he was going to be in the top 8, but you can't just put Mateta in the bench. A guy who scored 16 goals in the Premier League of 2024, from January to May, 16 goals Mateta on the bench, and put Nketiah, who barely played last season, underperforming. Plus Noah Elise, who's been fantastic with Bayern Munich, underperforming. Nottingham Forest. Bloody hell, Nottingham Forest. 2 wins, 4 draws, 1 losses. Where is Nuno Santos Espirito is picking up these victories? I'm going to say this is a hot take for me. There will be 3 managers getting sacked in the Premier League this next week. Next week is going to be a sackable week for Glasner. It'll be a sackable week for Southampton manager Russell Martin, and it's going to be a sackable week for Gary O'Neill. But that's it. Premier League predictions are out. Before we go, hot topic of the day is Thomas Tuchel. Is currently the England manager the right manager to win the job for England? What is happening to Ghana international football team? First off, let's talk about this Thomas Tuchel incident. Now, people are saying, I've heard from Gary O'Neill, who said, Guy Neville, the Sky Sports pundit, Jamie Carragher, Sky Sports pundit, and Harry Redknapp saying, oh, we should have just put Frank Lampard, we should have just put Steven Gerrard. Thomas Tuchel won more trophies as a manager on his first season as a manager than Gary Neville has won at Valencia. Gary Neville has been managed by Sven-Göran Eriksson, and he's not even English. He's not even English. So how can you say, oh, he's not, because he's an English manager if you actually been managed by an English manager? Jamie Carragher, who's been an England defender with Gary Neville, who's also been managed by Sven-Göran Eriksson, RIP Sven-Göran Eriksson. Tuchel's won the Champions League with Chelsea. Gary Neville got thrashed by Barcelona 7-0. How can you guys sit there on whatever the interview was saying about Thomas Tuchel and say, oh, you know what, I don't think Thomas Tuchel is the right manager because we need to get an English manager. There has been more foreign managers that won the Premier League from 1992 to 1993 to now. There's been more Premier League managers as foreign who's won the Premier League than an English manager. There has been more managers who've won the... This is embarrassing. This is like for shame. And you know what? Harry Redknapp, if you don't like a foreign manager, how come Tuchel's got more cups than you did at Tottenham, West Ham, Bournemouth, Pompey all together? You're just saying this to get money. You're just saying this to get views. You're just saying this whole thing just to get views. It's not really your opinion, so I don't really... I'm sorry, but you're just saying this to get money from Sports Bibles, money from Sky Sports. It's not really your opinion, because then that would make you a bloody hypocrite to imply that we should get a manager that's English. And plus, Gary Neville's won the Premier League with Sir Alex Ferguson so many times. He's not even an English manager. Jamie Carragher's best season was with Benitez. Benitez, guess what, Jamie? It's not even an English manager. So what an absolute bunch of hypocrites who go to this job and they say, oh, you know what? Just don't do anything, We're going to get paid anyway. And let's talk about the Ghana incident. Now, apparently, I saw on Sports Bible Instagram saying that that's right, Nigerian. It was Nigeria. They had the match against Libya this week. It was supposed to be with Libya, but however, they got stuck in the Libyan airport. And you can't blame the Libyan national team. That's fine. But you can't just say we're not going to provide you food, water in the airport for like more than 20 hours. You can't just not provide someone food or water. And they were sleeping in the airport. You can't, doesn't matter who it is. You can't just not allow someone, doesn't matter if famous or not, to be at the airport, wait for their transportation to be fixed and not given the right accommodations. It's like going to a holiday and you go to a hotel. The hotel you spent was like £900 to £1,000 for the hotel for like 5 nights, and it's a scam because they don't give you the food that you order, they don't give you the water, and then you go to your room and there's no bed, no bathroom, just one empty room. That sounds like a scam. That sounds like a scam that just sounds like a scam because you can't just offer someone no water and drink because of their situation with the transportation. I think, and people are saying that, you know what? They should complain to the AFCON community, but I do agree. I think there should be complaints because you've got their match to play against Libya, and then they have to go back to the club matches. So I think it's an absolute disgrace for this whole situation. This is absolutely disgusting to hear because I'm never seen someone or anyone like this situation where they go to an airport and they can't provide water, accommodation, or food. So it's absolutely disgusting. Thanks guys for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, hit the like button if you're new. Road to 60 continues. 3 subscribers left to get to road to 60. Hammermantv and Hateview will be doing the review for WESTHAM Tottenham. Plus we'll hear the Ange Postecoglou interview, the post-match interview for Ange Postecoglou. Then we've got Sunday, we'll be doing the Wolves versus Chelsea, Man City at the Molineux, and then the big game will be Liverpool versus Chelsea at Anfield. All 3 games will be done. Premier League is back. Peace, I'm out. Come on, you guys.